We're back. We're back. All right, you guys. Last and final interview of the night. Hey, 2 out of 3 can't be bad. I'm just waiting for Miss Rebecca, a Lerner, to join me. But before she does, I'm going to give a shout out to my team like I always do, because without a team, there is no dream. So Dave Trujillo and the All Angles Boxing and Combat Sports Channel, Den City Plumbing and Construction, 970-467-5258. If you're in the Denver metro area and you need any help with a home remodel or a plumber, they are open 24/7. Give them a call. Again, that number is 970-467-5258. HKA USA, they have all the right gear to dominate your lifestyle. Shop the website at www.hkausa.com. They have headgear, shin pads, gloves, mitts, anything and everything you need to up your level for the fight game. They can also customize your fight night walkout, gear, outfits, all the things. So hit them up. And then Just Blazed Clothing Co. They are the official merch sponsor for Brawlin' Babes with Brittany. You can get this t-shirt or a variety of others. Use code TEAMBLAZED for 10% off. Shop the website at justblazedclothing.com. They have hats, t-shirts, hoodies, and rolling trays, ashtrays, all kinds of things to keep your mind just right and to stay just blazed. All right, you guys. So today I've had a crazy day. I started with Danny Mace. Unfortunately, Mercury's in retrograde. The fight gods were not on our side. That interview was not able to happen. But then I got to talk to Jeremy Pitbull Smith. He's a fantastic athlete. He is a veteran of all combat sports from all over the world and is looking to make a huge noise in the BKFC in the bare knuckle world. Hi again, Michael. Thanks for joining again. You are awesome. Michael is my graphic designer, man. He comes up, I give him the idea, I tell him, hey, this is how I see it. But I can't do it. I can't draw it. I can't write it. I can't, no. So he's my guy. If you guys need any help with any graphic design, Michael Quigg is your guy. Wallace Khan, yeah, Team Blazed. Yep, that's the code. Use that code and that saves you 10% off at justblazedclothing.com. They're also doing essentially they're giving merchandise away right now. What they're doing, so normally a t-shirt like this is like $39.99 or $39.95, something like $40, right? Not bad. Right now they have all of their OG lines, their OOG lines, the originals. You buy one for $30 and he's sending you 2 anyway. So killer smoking deal for all the super dope logos. Super dope. Those links are in my bios all over social media, so go hit them up. And without further ado, for the fans in attendance and those watching live across YouTube, I give you Rebecca Lerner. Hey girl, what's up? How are you? How's your night? How's your day been?
Good. Just got home from strength and conditioning. Just a little tired, but good.
Girl, I don't blame you. I don't even strength and condition and I'm tired. I've got friends and fans and followers across the world, and not many are going to know about you and who you are. I've done my digging. I've done my research. I've heard the name, and I know that you've done a few things outside of the state that aren't necessarily available for record online that we can talk about. But give the internet land an intro. Who are you? Where are you? And what the fuck are you up to?
So I'm in Denver, Colorado. I fight out a pound for pound. Yeah, I'm a teacher. So I teach by day and then I spend my afternoon punching things. because I'm a teacher and I have to.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a really good balance there, actually. Like, I feel like we need to be treating our teachers like we treat our military, but better, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, you guys are molding and shaping the future, and I couldn't do what you do. So thank you. I have 2 kids myself, and I'm like, I'm so glad school's back.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I get to take care of your kids.
yeah, that's incredible. And you are bilingual. You speak more than one language, correct?
Yeah.
How many languages do you speak?
Just 2. I speak Spanish and English and enough Portuguese to get me to the bathroom.
Okay.
So doesn't really count. But yeah, I mean, when it comes to like my fight history, I started training in Argentina. That's where I learned how to box. I have 4 American kickboxing fights there. So it wasn't like no knees, no elbows, anything. If you clench, they break it up. It's basically boxing with kicks.
Okay.
And then I came here and started K1 and Muay Thai. And recently I've really fallen in love with Muay Thai. So once I figured out how to throw elbows, it was like,
I love that. Yeah, that opens up a whole another dangerous ball game for you. That's incredible. Right on. And so you traveled recently over the summer and did a smoker or a tournament or something with Amanda, right?
Yeah. I did TBA.
Okay.
I've done it twice. So I did it 2021 and then this year, and I've also done WACO out of the state.
Okay.
So yeah, I did TBA. That's in Iowa. It's the National Muay Thai tournament they put on every year. It's probably like the most important Muay Thai tournament in North America.
Right.
So like getting the chance to compete there is always, you're with the best of the best. It's really cool.
Absolutely. Yeah. How do you feel like you performed there?
I feel like I performed great. I feel like, I mean, the girl who won, shout out to Ash Blanco. She's a gangster. But I feel like the first time I went to TBA, I was still a kickboxer fighting in a Muay Thai fight. And this time I was a Muay Thai fighter at a Muay Thai tournament. Good. So yeah, it felt really good to like see my growths and stuff. And it was just fun to be there and like watch all these crazy good fighters just go at it.
Oh yeah, I bet. That's I am not a fighter by any means. I'm a fan and fan only. I love watching you guys go at it. So to be able to see a huge tournament like that, like you said, is one of, if not the most prestigious in the state. That's awesome to go and win, lose, draw, or anything. Just to go and to compete and to feel like you've seen your growths. You now know where your new weaknesses are, and to be able to evolve. That's beautiful. Yeah. I love it. So what else is new? What else can you tell me?
Well, I guess about fighting. Nothing, just got this thing coming up, just training. All I do, okay, I'm the most boring person in the world. I wake up, I work, go to the gym, go to sleep, go and do it again. Like that's all I do. So
that doesn't make you boring whatsoever. Routine and habit is what makes us human and keeps us disciplined, and keeps us out of trouble. Let's just be real. If you weren't doing those things, like what else would you do?
Yeah, everyone's always like, why are you so calm? It's like, because I punch stuff for fun. So.
Yeah, absolutely. That's got to be it. So this bout coming up for Colorado Combat Club was originally supposed to be in August. Mm-hmm. Now is October. How has camp been for this? And how freaking excited are you to fight at home?
Yeah, it's been a while. I've never fought in Colorado.
Yeah.
So it's pretty exciting. I've always had to, either at a tournament in Argentina, Wyoming during COVID, I fought up there. Mm-hmm. But I just love to fight. Like, I'm just really excited about it. It's like my favorite. There's no better feeling than being in the ring for me. I guess I'm an adrenaline junkie. I don't know, but I love it. I'm really excited. Training's going really well. Training 2, 3, 4 hours a day for it. I know I have a full-time job, but I don't have kids or anything. So when I get off of work, I just go straight to the gym and bother people.
Right.
But yeah, I'm just excited to I've been working on some new things that I'm hoping that I can show. And sometimes, you train something and you get in the fight and you can't show it. But I've been training some things that I hope I can show in the fight.
That's exciting. I'm excited to see that. I'm hoping to get the day off. That's my first to be there. Just waiting for the boss to give me the thumbs up. If he's not there, I have to be there, kind of thing. You know what I mean? So I'm just waiting for his green light, because I'd love to be there and cover that event live and be able to talk to you, like, right then and there in the moment, and get that real raw emotion, because it's a beautiful thing to watch.
Yeah,
It really is. Not a lot of people would talk about fighting as being a beautiful thing, but it is to see the emotion that comes out of a fighter, whether that high win emotion or that like, everybody gets a loss at some point or another. You know what I mean? Nobody has a perfect record, and if you do, you fucking paid for it. I don't give a shit what anybody says. and so, like, to be able to witness and embrace that emotion with a fellow human, it is, I love it. It's beautiful. Like, there's nothing else in the world like it, like you said. And whether it's adrenaline or endorphins or it's all of it. So I'm excited for you. I'm really hoping I can be there live.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I'll let you know as soon as he tells me. I'll be like, Becky, I'm gonna be there. Right on. So what do you know about your opponent, and how do you plan to dominate her? Where's her weaknesses? Have you watched tape on her? Are you
she's she's an MMA fighter, and all her the fight that I can find is on the ground, like, immediately. Right. So when it comes to striking, I have no idea. To win the fight, I just got to do what I do, and to be honest, it's really good to look at film on your opponent, but when you're in there fighting, you're really fighting yourself. You're trying to be the best person you can be and impose your will and fight your own brain, if that makes sense. So even if I had film, I try not to think too much on my opponent, because they just live in your head rent free then. So the best thing I can do is think about me, think about my strengths. I know that I'm the smaller fighter. Like, I'm not a flyweight. I just took this fight because it's hard to find fights. Honestly,
it is
out there. So shout out for getting it. I'm usually 115 or under. So like, the weight difference is going to be there, but that also means I'm faster.
Yeah.
And usually, like, in stand-up, weight difference doesn't make that much of a difference. Honestly.
It doesn't. But in that sense too, being the smaller fighter, that means you have a bigger target. Bigger targets are easier to hit.
Yeah, they're usually a little slower.
Theoretically. So I'm excited for you, dude. I know this has been, a long time coming. It was on and then it was off, and any idea why? I never really.
Yeah, it was me.
Oh, it was you?
I got COVID.
I had heard. Oh, you got COVID? No shit. I heard that somebody had gotten sick or injured, but I never really tried to dig and figure out too much as to why. You know what I mean? People's business is people's business. So
yeah, I got COVID, like, 3 weeks out, and I was sick for 2 weeks and, like, couldn't get off the couch. I was like, well, that's not the best me to be in a fight. So thankfully, thank you, Eric, for rescheduling it. Thank you, Emma, for rescheduling it. That was really kind of you guys. Like, I'm happy that it got rescheduled.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was, like, really bummed because I was helping Amanda with her training camp and, like, watching her get ready. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, that's a total bummer, because it takes a lot of work and a lot of effort from so many different parts to be able to make this.
It takes all of you. Yeah,
come together. It really is a team effort. So yeah, that is awesome of her and her camp and her coaches and everybody involved to just, be able to reschedule it for October. I'm so freaking excited for you, dude. Do you know where you're at yet on the card lineup? I haven't seen the full card.
No, I mean, like, since it's a Muay Thai fight on an MMA card, I would imagine it's pretty early in the card, but who knows?
Probably. Yeah, probably up there within the first 3 or 5.
Yeah, just kind of great as a fighter, like, being early in the card, because then you get to just, like, get done with it.
Enjoy, have a beverage, enjoy the rest of the fight.
Mm-hmm. And then there's the bare knuckle fights going on that night too. So we have the day card and the bare knuckles going on that night. So it's like
that is the same night. You're on the 15th too. I don't
Mhm.
know why my brain keeps saying October 8th, even though I see 15th everywhere. That's right. You guys are you going to go to that?
I want to.
Right
Yeah, I
on.
feel my fight. Probably though. I'll probably go because I'm always like adrenaline high after a fight. Like, woo, let's go do something. I'm like hopped up on chemicals.
Hell yes. Hell yes. I'm trying to. That is right. So it's not the 8th. Okay, so I need to fix that. Hey, Jed, if you're watching, it's not the 8th I need. It's the 15th. I am trying to go to the bare knuckle fights for sure. So I will likely be able to get that day off. I'm trying to work media for them. So, and cover the event that way. Hopefully get a couple of interviews, go watch another. I've been to so many, not so many, probably 4 or 5 different BKFC events, and they're all phenomenal. Their production is pretty rad.
Yeah, I'm
I'll give
excited.
you that. Yeah. Yep. Right on. Is that something you would ever entertain?
But pay me with money.
Right.
Everybody has a price, right? Like if you give me enough money, I'll do it.
Right. Everything has a price.
Yeah, everything has a price. So
yeah.
I mean, it'd be hard for me to make that. Like, it's weird because I started in boxing, but I'm like so in love with Muay Thai right now and kickboxing that I don't know if I don't really want to fight boxing.
Yeah.
But I also like money.
Right. Well, and this is a different style boxing because you're allowed to work the clinch and you're allowed, you know what I mean? There's a little more of the dirty boxing stylistic that plays into it more. So it's not, I mean, yes, it's still boxing, but it's kind of street boxing, if you will. So makes it a little more fun. But dude, if you get tickets, find me. Let's grab a beverage because I will definitely do everything in my power to be there. It's going to be a great night of fights, a great day of fights, all the way around for everybody.
Yeah, it's been great.
How is camp going for you? I mean, being a teacher, I know you have, income that way, but as a fighter,
It's
and I know
expensive.
this is like your amateur debut, right? Or are you going straight
No,
pro?
no, it's not my debut. I have 8 fights, I think.
Okay.
Just I mean, I've been out of state or out of country, so they're
Right.
on record. But yeah, it's expensive. If you guys, I don't look cute right now, but I'm cute. Sponsor me.
And like
it's
being
expensive.
cute shouldn't be a factor anyway. Joe Diesel
Yeah.
Riggs isn't cute and he gets fucking sponsors. So,
I'm good. Sponsor me. How about that?
right.
Yeah, it's between strength and conditioning, like private lessons, the gym membership, whatever. It just adds up. Like I said, I don't have kids, so and I'm married, so double income, no kids. We have expendable income, but it still, it adds up.
It does.
I literally, okay, so this is how dedicated I am to this sport.
Let's hear it.
My husband and I, we have, our joint bank account and our 2 separate accounts, and literally like almost all the money that I make on my own goes to training. Like barely enough money left over to even go out for a night with friends. Like just spend like everything in training.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Damn.
I just do that much. I don't know.
All right. So listen, I am a great salesperson. Let's link up. We're going to go hit up some of the Colorado nutrition places. We'll go find you some fucking sponsors, bro. Like, I'll help you, man. We'll team up. We'll go hit we'll go hit the streets and we'll find you some fucking sponsors because, as much as, yes, it should come from your pocket to an extent, this is your hobby. This is your passion. This is your, dream and career and outlet and whatever. But, like there's so many people who love combat sports and would love to advertise their business through you. Yeah. And I will say as a sponsor, like on the sponsorer side, because I have sponsored fighters in the past, I won't do it anymore because it is frustrating on the sponsor side when you don't get the shout outs and that, if the fighter says, okay, well, I'll, advertise your business 3 times a week in a post on social media, and then they do it fucking once throughout the whole you know what I mean? Like, oh, well, fuck.
I mean, 'cause it is a job for you as a fighter, you do have to look at it that way. Like, they're
You
not just
do.
sponsoring you to sponsor you. It's a business.
Right. I'm not just paying for my logo to be splat on your fucking skirt. You know what I mean? Like, I want to see that you're actually out there advertising. Fucking use my lotion, use my you know what I mean? I'm sending you you know what I'm saying? So in that sense, and that's what I try to tell any and all fighters that I fucking talk to. In that sense, like, if you want to be sponsored, you need to advertise for those sponsors. Otherwise, they're not going to come back. And that's what you want, is them to come back. You want that residual income. You want that residual business. You want that good relationship, And yeah, I hope to see athletes do a little better in that sense, because I loved it. Don't get me wrong. I loved it, and I wouldn't have changed a dime or a athlete or, anything about it. But I will say I didn't see my profit back.
Right. I mean, yeah, it's like I said, it's a business. Like, you're investing money in someone, so you need something in return.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But it is what it is. And I, again, I would do it in a heartbeat, for experience alone, and making those connections. So it's awesome. I look forward to watching your career bloom. I look forward to seeing you finally fight at home. I will definitely start pumping your shit. And if you don't already have like a sponsorship package set up or anything like that, like, message me, dude. Like, I'm down to help however I can. We can whip something up together, pretty basic, pretty affordable for small businesses. You know what I mean? And and get you rolling, because that
would be great, especially around like tournament time, because I'm planning on doing WACO again and TBA.
Okay.
And so for amateur fighters, even pro fighters who go out to those tournaments, like, you're paying for your hotel stay, the flight or travel out there, your food, Thai oil, like, like whatever you need, like, you're paying for it. So it's like, full dedication to the sport, but it comes at a cost. So, but I mean, this is, it's like, it is a hobby for me, but it's like a hobby that I've taken too far. Like, I'd love to go pro. Like, I would love, I just fell so much in love with it. I just want to see how far I can go in the sport.
Do you have a goal in mind for your pro dates or times or anything? Or are you just letting it roll, letting the boss man down at Pound for Pound give the go ahead for that?
I would really like to win a tournament. I haven't won a tournament yet. I've gotten bronze, but I haven't won.
Okay.
So I'm hoping this year I can win WACO.
Okay.
Putting that. What do the kids say? I'm manifesting it.
Yeah, you're manifesting it. You're putting it out there into the world. You're letting the fight gods know, I will win this next tournament.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, it really works, man. You gotta put it out there into the universe. And I got nothing but love and good vibes from you and for you. And again, I can't wait to watch your career bloom, especially here in Colorado, dude. Like, this is awesome to be able to watch you live. That's so exciting to me.
The two good things about this camp are I get to eat and I don't have to travel.
So. True that. Yeah, you don't have to cut anything. You actually have to gain.
Yeah.
So you said you're fighting at flyweight, right? What are you walking at right now?
I'm gonna tell you my dirty secret.
Oh, okay. Don't tell me.
I'm bigger than I usually am. I'm like 121 right now.
Oh, you're not
too far under, but it's all right. I'm hoping that if I can eat enough and drink enough protein shakes and work out enough, that I can maybe cut a little. But
yeah,
probably not.
Probably not. Just start bulking on some weights. You know what I mean? Do that strength and conditioning. Get those weights up.
Yeah, thanks Far West. They have me pulling heavyweight.
Oh yeah, start throwing the medicine ball against the wall too. Get that really power punch going. That's my
favorite exercise. Like
oh my god, you're so fucked up. Why?
I know. I love it. Well, because it's like the aggression thing. It's like
it is. Yeah.
Fuck this wall.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Girl, I can barely get my ass up on that arc trainer. I'm like, God, I hate this. I hate it's okay. I like cake. That's what I just gotta keep telling myself. Brady, you can have that piece of cake for over the weekend.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's so hard for me to lift too because I'm a cardio junkie. Like you don't have to tell me to run. I'll run. I love running. I know that's like there's something wrong with me. I like getting punched in the face and running. Like, but lifting, I hate it.
Oh man, I don't mind lifting. It's the cardio for me, but I've got arthritis and I have had it since my early 20s. So,
Oh man, I'm sorry.
yeah, so the less impact on my knees and hips, the better. So the arc trainer I really have found even better than the elliptical for my cardio because it gets me that speed while working the entire back, glute, muscle, leg, all of it. So that's been my favorite machine for now. But no, enough about me and cardio or lack of. I'm excited for you. Colorado Combat Club, October 15th. What time do the fights start? You said during the day.
Like
Any idea?
noon or 1.
Oh, okay. So nice and
really, like really in the day.
Yeah, nice.
We can all go to bare knuckle boxing after.
Yeah. What and when are weigh-ins, and are they open to the public?
I'm not sure if they're open to the public. I know they're going to be October 14th. Probably they're usually around midday.
Yeah,
I guess. So if you guys want to see me flex.
Right on. Well, find out that information for me, because if I am able to get those couple of days off in the row there, then I'd love to come and cover a little bit of the weigh-ins if they'll let me, and help promote them and help promote you guys. And is there any other female fights on that card, or do you know?
Not that I've seen.
Not that I've seen either.
Like I'm saying, like it's, as a woman, it's hard to find fights. So I'm just happy to have one. Like we need more females in the sport.
Oh, I agree 100%, and in all of the sports, a lot of, women's boxing is coming up, sure, and they're doing great, but, and so is women's MMA and in the UFC, but, for promotions like Invicta, they're on Wednesdays and like every 4 months, like I want to see an Invicta card once a month.
Like UFC every week.
I'd love it every week. I'd love it every week, but if I could get a once a month with Invicta, like my heart would be complete. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't here doing any of this for the boys. They've got their time. They've got their shine. I'm here for the females of the combat world, and I want Invicta cards every week, every month, bro. That would be beautiful.
Yeah, it would be. I think people are starting to figure out that we can throw down and we can be exciting fighters too.
Absolutely.
And we're also very technical as well. Like we're great fighters. We're technical, we're fast. We fight just a little bit differently than men do, but we're exciting too. So
yeah, absolutely. And and this isn't in all cases, obviously, but 8, 9 out of 10 fights, girl fights, they're bringing the fucking show. You know what I mean? The crowd is louder for the girls. The hype is there for the girls. They like, people really love to see girls hit each other.
Yeah. We love hitting each other, I guess, too.
Yeah.
So it's definitely different. Like I used to spar with boys when I first started, and the first time I fought another woman, it was like, whoa, like the aggression, like we're more aggressive. Women are more aggressive. And so I just like ever since then I'm like, no, I just want my main sparring partners to be other women, so you get used to like their rhythm and and that we can go harder with each other than the boys will go with us. So that's true. But yeah, we're just a bunch of badasses in the fight world. That's true. Absolutely. And that pound for pound down there's a really good team of people down there. You guys you're there. Amanda's there. I talked to her a couple of weeks ago. Congrats on her win too. That was a great performance. She fought Morgan Walgren.
out at the Stampede. I've gotten to announce there a few times. Great venue, great promotion. I know Courtney Cameron trains down there some too. I'm looking to talk to her soon. She's great.
She's a sweetheart.
Yeah, there's a great group of girls that are down there, and some pretty big names that show up in there and get some cross work in too,
Yeah.
right?
For me, yeah. Like if you're trying to strike, if you're trying to learn how to be a good striker, this is like the best place in the country to go.
Really? In the country? That's
is the best. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's a big word, but I think we can back it up with
Yeah.
the caliber
That is big words
that we have and that we produce.
I don't think I could disagree with you at all there. A, they're in my home, so I can't. But B, they really do. I mean, they have some fantastic striking classes out of there, some strikers out of there. And I mean, the coaches there are phenomenal.
They are.
They really are.
Everybody there is top notch.
They are. And very easy to work with and talk to too, as far as that goes. So that's awesome.
What I like about them is that they're very, I mean, they don't just like, if you have a private lesson with them, they don't just teach you the same way as they teach everyone else. They're very observant and they teach you to your style.
That's nice.
So the combos and stuff that I work on and with my coaches, like it's kind of dedicated to my strengths.
Okay.
So that's one thing I really like is, especially going into Muay Thai, because I do come from a boxing background, is if anyone tries to take my boxing away, I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't fight. Like,
right.
Or, I've learned Muay Thai, but it's like, that's kind of my base.
Yeah.
Learning how to do something else. So the fact that they like build Muay Thai into what I already have is great.
Yeah, that's exciting. I seen a video where you said, I loved it. You said, I threw an elbow and I landed it.
I was at PBA this year, and that was the first time I've ever had ever landed an elbow in a fight. Like, it was like the second round, and I was like, oh yeah, I can elbow.
Oh yeah.
And it was like the best feeling in the world. It's like one of those moments in the fight where you're like, okay, I got to get it back together. I can't like admire my own work. I got to get back in there.
Can't be excited right now. Be excited later.
Be excited later.
That's awesome. Dude, yeah. I'm stoked for you. I'm excited to watch you grow. I'm ready to hear the words come out of your mouth that you're going pro, because I think you've got, with the different tournaments and the different, smoker events across the country and across the world that you've been in, you've got the experience. I understand wanting to win one, but, I think you're ready for the big dogs there, sis.
We will find out, if I do October 15th, that's a good sign.
Absolutely.
Patience is key and everything, and just got to find the right moment, the right opponent.
Yep.
Yeah. The big thing is like having your head right. I think half the battle in fighting is your brain. Like I just started working with a psychologist, like a fight psychologist.
Nice.
Cool. So like that's one thing I'm like really started to focus on and learn is like, how to be mentally prepared, not in training and fighting, which is really, I don't know, I like it.
You're the second fighter out of, 14, 15, 16 interviews now since August that I've done. You're the second fighter who's told me that they work with a mental coach.
Yeah.
And I love that, because I've said it from the get-go that fighting, yes, you can train and have your body physically ready and be on weight and do all these right things. You think all your boxes are checked off, but you have one thing that goes off in the morning and your fucking whole day is off. And fighting is way more mental than it really ever is physical. If your mind isn't in it, your body won't be either. You cannot just flip a switch and be on auto mode in a fight. You have to be in it here and in it here to be in it here.
Yeah, you got to be in control up here. Like, that famous Mike Tyson quote of, everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the face is like a lot deeper than we think it is, because like that moment of things going wrong for you or getting punched or like your combo getting interrupted, how do you react? And I think that's like, because there is that like moment in your mind where you're like, so like how do you overcome that? And that's something I've been working on a lot with the mental coach. Shout out to Mauro. But yeah.
Right on. That's incredible. I'm excited for you, dude. Like, you're doing all of the right things. I mean, it's crazy that you're going up in weight, but I'm excited.
I'm just a psycho. I love to fight.
You got to do what you got to do. The pool is small, and maybe we can get, some New Mexican fighters out here, and
I would love to get some of the East Coast girls out here. There's some really good teams that I met at TBA who have girls like Amanda Nice Eyes from out there, and they're fantastic and they're really cool. So, hopefully we can get some of them to come out here too.
That would be fantastic.
Build the Colorado Muay Thai community and make this like a staple of Muay Thai in the country as well.
Yeah. That would be fantastic. Man, talk to your promoter. That's your boy. Gotta drop those ideas, drop those bombs. Once you put those bugs in the ears, you know what I mean? And then they're like, oh shit, I might as well give them a call and just try to see if that'll work, And that's how this whole big, beautiful world goes around at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Right on. All right, sis. Well, listen, I don't want to keep you too late. I know you've got school in the morning. I do too. They're all waiting for me to come cuddle for bed. But if there's anybody else you want to thank or shout out or I know maybe not sponsors yet, but sponsors you're hopeful to get. Anybody else you want, now's your time. The floor is yours.
Just thanks to my people at Pound for Pound. I love you guys, and thanks for kicking my ass all the time. And Barways, thank you for kicking my ass in another way, keeping me in fight shape, and my husband, because that shit's hard. Like, I'm dragging him along with me. So thank you, Gonzalo, for all the support. Te amo mucho.
That's awesome. Right on. All right, honey. Will you enjoy the rest of your evening? Time is the one thing in this world we don't get back, so I appreciate the time you have spent with me today.
Well, thank you so much for having me on. It was fun.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll do this soon. Let's have like a post-fight chat so you can break it down for me.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Give you like a breakdown of how things worked.
Yeah. We'll do it. All right, honey. Will you enjoy the rest of your night? We'll chat soon.
Yep. See ya.
Bye. All right, you guys. So that was Rebecca Lerner. She's here in Colorado. She's going to fight for the Colorado Combat Club in the flyweight division. She's gaining for this. She is an incredible girl. She's well educated. She's educating our future. Thank God for people like her, and fulfilling her dream of fighting while she does it. There's not a lot of people out there like her, and I look forward to watching her fight at home for the first time in her career. And hopefully here within the next year or so, hopefully she'll be able to go pro and we'll be able to see her do big things in the big leagues. But for now, she's still an Emmy, but don't count her out. She's doing it. She's going far. I see it, and I see it. All right, you guys. Well, that's it for me. I'm done for the night. I will be back tomorrow starting at, hang on, I got to get my list out here. 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time tomorrow. I'm talking to Carl, Dan, and Jenny Fry of the Hastings Kickboxing Academy out in the UK. And then at 11 a.m., I've got Katie Perez joining me. Then at 1 o'clock, I have Lauren Garcia. She's fighting for the 155-pound title for Epic Fighting. At 2 o'clock, I have Lupe Dynamite Kid Mateo. So 4 different shows tomorrow, 10, 11, 1, and 2. And then I will be actually joining as a guest on the Fighting Now podcast. So make sure you're following them, subscribe to their channel. Tomorrow morning and afternoon, I am booked up. So we'll see you then. You guys have a great night. I'm out. Bye.